The question is she back? Is it so quiet?
You're right.
Yes, I'm back and we're finally live. Hopefully,
Nice.
this mic situation has cleared itself up. Because if not, I will start raging. Okay, let's see if this is working.
Yes, yes, I just logged your stream. I hear you.
Oh, thank
I
you.
hear you.
Oh.
Dang it, I was just about to mess with her.
I'd rather you
Sorry.
did it. All right, so redoing this whole intro all over again. I don't even feel like doing it right now.
It's a
Okay.
really good intro though, so
The skinny of it is.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. Hi. um
um
okay, that startled me. Okay. So the skinny of it is because that was a very long intro. You guys are in a tavern. It's noisy inside, it's noisy outside. All around you, you see a bunch of people, adventurers, workers, just every kind, just kind of gathered together, talking, eating, drinking. To the far right corner, you do see a notice board. That notice board does have quest requests. And you do see like a couple adventurers going up there and gathering some of the papers, heading back to their tables to their party members. And when I do say like other adventures, there's everything from the beginning adventurer to heroes of the realm that you guys have heard stories of. So you're very aware of the level of quest that these guys are probably picking up. Now, as you guys are standing in this tavern, the door opens and a man who is very, very finely dressed comes in. And all of you have seen his attire before. You do know that this is the attire of Lord Constantine's consort. And the man clears his throat and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen and adventurers, my Lord Constantine requests that all adventurers come to his home." And everybody just kind of stops and looks around. And they're a little confused, but it's very rare that they actually see the Lord of the land. He's a very reclusive individual. So all of you kind of, gather your things and make your way over to the castle. So
oh, this is so cool. Sorry.
you're fine, you're fine. As you guys are standing there, there's so many adventurers of every kind, every race. And you see Lord Constantine making his way in. And he goes and he sits down in his throne. And he looks at everybody. And you guys have seen him before, but today it just seems that his mood is very, very dour. And he kind of hangs his head a little. He stands up. And he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, adventurers, heroes, I have a request that I know is going to be beneath some of you." And he's kind of acknowledging the more seasoned adventurers, the heroes of the realm. This is a simple fetch quest. My wife, as you all know, has fallen ill, and she has been bedridden for some time. A wizard in the next town over has supposedly come up with a cure. I need you to deliver something and bring the cure back for me. And I'll pay you 100 gold per adventurer. And what was once kind of quiet starts to turn, the room begins to like kind of buzz with voices. And you can see people kind of shifting and looking amongst themselves. They're kind of gathered in their own little groups and talking. And one of the adventurers kind of lifts his head up. And you see it's a Leonin. His mane is very big and golden. His armor, it's, very, very brilliant silver. And he just starts to laugh. And he was like, I mean no offense, Lord Constantine, but I will not stoop so low to do something as simple as a fetch quest. And he kind of gestures, and his party, they gather their belongings and they leave. And as soon as that happens, you guys can see that this is, at this point, a trickle and then a flood. And more people begin to leave. Until eventually there's maybe 6 or 7 of you standing there. I need you all to roll me perception.
I did it.
So, all of you that are left standing there, you guys do notice that the others that are standing here, they seem to be just, I would say, slightly above experience level than you. They don't really seem to care much for the gold itself, whereas they seem interested in the Lord and his needs. You can just tell this just by the way that, their attire kind of already says, like, I don't need money. So what are you guys going to do?
Vasily, being the person that he is, would just be like, I like money. I'll take this quest. No, not a problem at all.
Tilden is a noble, so she doesn't really need the money, but she wants the adventure that she's in.
You'll hear a little halfling pipe up from probably somewhere near the back. Well, kind of rude of everybody. I guess, I'll help out.
And the other adventurers, they kind of look over at the three of you. And they start to kind of talk amongst themselves. They're chuckling a little bit. And they're like, you know what? Fine. We'll leave this adventure up to the small fry. Let them get their feet wet. And they're kind of, chuckling and looking at you all. Pretty much not believing that you're going to be doing much. And they look back at Lord Constantine and they're like, when these 3 fail, call upon us. And they gather their things and leave as well.
Rude.
I give them a big grin and a thumbs up when they leave.
I mean, I put some fingers up, but different fingers.
All right, let's get everybody else off the mat. Make sure I don't accidentally delete anybody. So what's left in the room are pretty much the guards. And Lord Constantine, steps a little bit closer. And he looks at all three of you now. And he's like, I do apologize for calling upon all of you so abruptly. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a little black vial. And he's like, I need you to deliver this to the wizard in the next town. Just wait for him to finish. Take whatever he gives you and bring it back. It should take you no more than 2 days.
Vasily is gonna just reach out for it and put it away in a pouch. Be like, what's the wizard's name?
Why you gotta do this?
because I had a strange feeling because you kept saying the wizard.
The wizard. I don't know what his name is.
The wizard.
Yep, okay. There we go. We're gonna do this. Yep. His name is Cole. Cole the wizard.
Glorious.
A mighty fine name.
Yeah, so he tells you his name is Cole. He is human born. Very eccentric. You will know him as soon as you see him. And then he looks at all of you and he's like, and please hurry. And so with that, he kind of just turns and walks off. So the three of you are now left in pretty much the main chamber, the throne room. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna turn to the rest of them, or Vasily's gonna turn to the rest of them and be like, well, I guess that I'll be working with you. My name is Vasily. It's nice to meet you.
Would you like to describe yourself, Vasily?
Vasily is the epitome of perfection as a human being. And he has dark red hair and green eyes and very pale skin. And if you look very closely, you might notice that his eyes are slitted. But he wears a trench coat, or not a trench. Yeah, he wears a trench coat that covers most of his body, and oddly enough, it's white, which is like the worst possible thing to wear as traveler's clothes.
All right. And we'll go to the halfling.
Hey. The whole time he was talking, you see the halfling, like, basically has a little jug of wine that he's been taking drinks of. Hello, Willamar Ambriel. You can call me Will. I'm a cleric, and I drink a lot of alcohol. He stands about right at 3 foot tall. He's very slender. He has chainmail, sandy brown hair, and over his chainmail is a, what's the word I'm looking for? Tabard. It's a purple tabard with no symbols or anything on it. Has an overly large backpack with a lot of pans, cook supplies, and a large jug of alcohol by his side.
All right, and we're on to the final one. Beth,
Um,
introduce your character.
Ithilden looks at them and she's not excited about the company, but she's going to do this and she's going to support them because that's what she does. She introduces herself as Ithilden Venimelde. She's a noble, she's a bard, and she likes to help people. But she's wary of them at the same time.
All
Oh,
right.
and her looks.
Mhm.
She has pink hair and dark skin, and her face. It's like it sparkles. It's like it's glittering because that's just her skin tone. It's like starshine, like her name.
All right, awesome. Okay, so the three of you end up leaving the throne room, and you know that the town is about a day's travel away. So if you leave now, it's midday, so you will be walking through the night, but you will arrive probably just after, I'd say around 10 o'clock in the morning to the next town. Or you can choose to stay the night here and then travel in the morning so you don't have to walk at night.
Well, Ithilden doesn't mind walking at night since she can see in the dark, so she's totally voting for walking at night.
Man, it's so hard not to say to wear my sunglasses at night. I'm going to be the same. I would vote that he said to do this quickly, so we should probably leave post haste.
I particularly don't care either way. I can't really see in the dark, but I can cast light on things. It'll be fine.
I mean, okay. Not, saying that y'all are gonna die, but whoops.
I'm not saying you're gonna die. You're just gonna die.
All right, yeah. So you guys begin to travel, and the sun starts to set. It's I'd say probably about 7 o'clock. And you guys know that traveling any further is going to be detrimental because you guys do need sleep. You will be exhausted by the time you reach the next town. You guys are going to push forward, or are you going to stop for the night?
Well, he said it was important, but my character being my character is like, it's getting actually pretty late. I'm starting to feel a bit tired.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, that'd be very welcome. And he's just gonna hold a hand out.
Yeah, I'll reach in my bag, grab a cup for you a drink, and hand you a drink.
Ithilden
Officially.
is appalled.
Hey, can we tell that she's appalled? Do I need to roll an insight check or something?
No. I mean, is it actual like visible, or is it just?
Yeah, it's visible. She wants to push on, she wants to not stop, and now they're even drinking. She's very, very shocked. She's in shock.
Condition! Unacceptable!
Okay. Well, yeah. You definitely don't need to roll. You can very clearly see that she does not approve.
Oh, I'm gonna see that she doesn't approve and be like, well, I mean, if we rush through the night, we'll be exhausted when we get there. We might as well rest up now so we reach there and we're refreshed in the morning. Also, you gotta realize I'm thinking about this as level 1 newbie adventurers. They're probably making horrible decisions.
This is also true.
Bold of you to
Yeah,
assume
yeah.
you make decisions at higher levels.
All right. So you guys decide to rest for the night?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my god. Does anybody mention that we should probably be on watch? Or are we all just gonna sleep?
Oh, yes, somebody should watch out.
All right. So you guys, hold on, let me move you to the next map. You guys decide to take a rest. And who is going to take first watch?
I think Ethel should do that because she was so eager to not sleep that I can see her take the first watch.
All right. Can you roll me perception, please? All right. So your watch goes off well. Who are you going to wake up next?
I think I'm going to wake up Willimar Amberale because he was so eager to drink and to be like, yeah, he should do the next watch.
This is punishment.
All right. Will you please roll me perception? All right. So your watch goes off without a hitch. But you do hear in the distance some skittering noises. And I'm going to assume you're going to wake up Vasily.
I sure am. And I am going to tell him that skittering noises, but I'm probably going to lay down and go back to sleep. I like there's something out there. I have a drink.
But good night.
All right, and Vasily, can you please roll me perception? Alrighty. Vasily, while you are there, aware of what has been, or you hear that there's something out there. So you're kind of a little more focused on checking to make sure that whatever is out there does not get to you. You notice a pair of eyes looking at you from the brush.
I'm trying to think about what he would do, being who he is. So I see this pair of eyes. How far away is it from me?
It's about... where are you standing?
I'm there.
You're there?
Yeah, I just dropped him on the map.
Okay. Let's see. You see him right here in this brush. You see where I'm painting?
Yeah, I see what you're pinging.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call out like. Wait. Actually, first, do the eyes? What height are the eyes at?
They're low to the ground.
I am going to use prestidigitation and make a shower of sparks pop up in that general direction to see if it scares whatever it is away.
You do that, and the eyes kind of disappear. And then once the sparkle shower kind of disappears, you see the eyes pop up again.
You know, I just realized something. When you say eyes, you mean like a set of eyes?
Yes, a set of
do you
eyes.
mean
A set
sets?
of eyes.
Okay, I started getting nervous. I realized I didn't clarify that. So the eyes reappear. Are they in the same spot?
Relatively, yes.
Mm, okay, I have dark vision. When the sparks went off and that extra light went off, did I get any kind of view of what it was?
No, there was too much leaves in the way.
Oh, there's too much foliage. Okay.
Foliage.
Foliage. Okay. Um, I think I'm gonna end up having to wake these people up because Vasily is not a let me fight things up close and personal kind of guy.
All right. Are you going to go to them and wake them up, or are you going to shout for them?
I'm going to shout for them. I'm gonna be like, guys, I think we have a problem. There's something watching us from the woods.
Do the two of you respond?
I mean, they're hopefully I was loud. Hopefully he's loud enough.
Yeah, I think Itelden is a light sleeper, so she would definitely immediately be at his side and ask him what exactly it was that he heard or saw.
Actually, you are an elf, right, Beth?
Yes, yes. Would
Then
elf?
yeah, you would not be asleep because elves technically don't sleep. They kind of go into a meditative
Oh.
state.
Okay, so I stopped meditating
Okay.
immediately.
Drunky McDrunk.
Willamar and Braille.
Drunky McDrunk.
Yes. Don't. So his the goddess that he worships is the goddess of essentially like joy and parties and revelry. So he's
Dionysus.
pretty much. So he's used to drinking a lot. So the alcohol really wouldn't keep him asleep. I wouldn't say he's a light sleeper. He's definitely not a heavy sleeper. He's kind of just average. I don't think the alcohol would affect it. I think he would have been loud enough to at least wake him up.
All right. Roll me a con save to see if you actually do wake up. Yep, you wake up.
Hey,
Man, I was expecting failure. Damn it.
All right, so you have successfully woken them up. Vasily, what are you going to do? Hello.
I should have taken light, but I didn't think to take light. So I was like, I have an idea, and then I was like, no, I don't have an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna point out to them that there is something in the woods staring at us, and I'm gonna point in the general direction.
Okay. Can I find something like a stick or a rock or something, cast light, and toss it that direction?
Yep, there's sticks and lights everywhere.
Light everywhere. Oh my god.
Yes, sticks and rocks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up a rock and cast light on it and toss it over there.
I prefer your first version. Sticks and lights everywhere.
Yes.
Definitely, that's
Uh-huh.
party.
Yes, of course. All right. Well, roll me just a simple strength.
All of us, or
For Wilmar to see if he can toss it far enough.
Yeet.
Yep. So you kind of chuck it over, and it hits the ground and just kind of does that little bouncing roll, and it lands like right about here near the edge. It kind of skirts just a little under the leaves, so it's barely illuminating the inside. Roll me a perception, all of you. The two of you, but I keep saying Vasily, Vasile and Willamar, you guys notice that this is a relatively small shape creature. Ithilden, you notice that it is a baby wolf.
but Ithilden doesn't notice, or are they telling her?
No, you do notice it. You do see it.
Oh, I do. Okay, good.
Douglas, what do you see with your elf eyes?
So I would definitely tell them, like, I would be like, this is just a small wolf. There's no reason to freak out. She would probably go back to meditating.
Oh. Oh man. Oh, I wish I was a ranger because I could be like, wait a second. No. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, it's a puppy. Okay. He's just gonna sit down and offer put a ration between him and the wolf, even though you're not supposed to feed animals. But yeah, he's gonna put a ration between him and the baby wolf and hope that it comes out.
Wow, okay, that's weird. Oh, I know what happened. I know what
It's
happened.
Anon the wolf.
It's Anon.
By the way, whenever you said his name that weird way, I was like, okay, so his new name is now Vaseline.
I know.
If I make a female version, Vaseline will be the name. Just have to do it.
All right, now I can drag it over. There we go.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Oh.
So you see
Maybe
this.
we should be a little more worried.
You guys see this little baby wolf, this wolf pup, just kind of slowly moving towards you. It's showing interest in the ration,
It's so cute.
and it kind of it's watching you, Vasile, and it's leaning closer in. Its eyes won't leave you, but you just see it kind of getting closer to the food. And then he kind of snatches it. And he takes a couple steps back, and he's eating it now.
He needs to make a con save. No, I'm just kidding.
I remember you telling me that animal handling does not work on wild animals, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not doing it.
You'll just hear the halfling kind of pipe up. So if that's the baby, where's the mother?
Oh my god, yes.
Well, maybe he's lost. Yes, I love this. Oh, he's supposed to be a very naive person.
I think we should. Oh, but we're not done resting, right? Just 2 people slept.
Yes, 2 people have technically slept. And
Oh.
I mean, technically, she only needs 4 hours.
yeah, you only need 4 hours, so you're fully rested. Willamar would need his full 8.
But I
We-
still
I can-
think we should move on because the question of where the mother is spooky.
You know what? It's like she knows you.
I know.
This feels very metagamey.
Well, actually, no. I was gonna say. Well, yeah. To answer your earlier question, Beth, animal handling, because I was trying to explain to Jr., who is Vasile, that animal friendship will not work.
Mhm.
Animal handling, it's more for like domesticated animals, like a horse and stuff like that. But I would kind of allow homebrew to tame, like you can attempt to tame a feral creature with animal handling.
Oh my God, if she
I'm
tries to take this baby wolf, I don't know what I have to give up, but I'll give her inspiration to get the baby wolf. If I can somehow give her inspiration, there has to be a way to give inspiration on your stream.
I'm
I don't have it set up yet, I
scared
don't think.
because if I do it and then the mom pops up, or maybe even the entire pack, I don't trust the DM.
I know you.
Okay, I will do it. I will do the animal handling. May I roll it?
Yes, you may.
Since I fed it, could she have advantage? Okay.
Yes. You can roll one more time.
Okay. Um.
Yeah. So because Vasile has fed the pup, it is a little more responsive. It's a little more responsive to your attempts.
Oh.
You're kind of, reaching out and holding your hand out and it's sniffing. And like as it's eating, you're, reaching out and kind of petting it. And it's growling at you and like it tries to like nip at you. But as soon as it goes to like try to bite your hand, it sees more food and it just like immediately diverts its attention back to the food. Then a little bit afterward, it kind of feels like you're not really getting anywhere with it. And so you would kind of just start making your way back to your tent, and the wolf pup kind of starts following you now.
Oh. This is going to bite me in the ass. Someone is coming, I just know it.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
But yeah, she's excited. Helen is definitely excited that it worked and that the wolf is following her.
All right. And Vasile, when Ithilden kind of moves past you, you see the pup like going to follow her, and then it turns and looks at you, and it looks at your bag, and it kind of like starts sniffing at the bag.
I knew he may possibly get one more ration. He definitely gets one more ration.
Some help. I could probably make it taste a little better. I'm a very good cook.
About to say you could make it taste better with alcohol.
Not giving him more alcohol. Why is it I have to be the voice of conscience on this? Oh my god, our roles have reversed. I see what you've done.
Yeah, so all of your watches go by easily. You guys wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, but you guys wake up in the morning and continue on your way.
And everybody is fully rested, right?
Everybody is fully rested.
Okay.
Do we have a new party member?
You guys have a little pup with you.
This is amazing. I've always wanted to like become a ranger and like have that be how the wolf comes along or whatever. Like just meet him in the forest or something. But I fear spawning because I know that I'm the same. I feel the same exact way that she does right now. Like I'm like, ooh, this is gonna bite us in the butt somehow.
Yeah, you don't know
Yeah.
that. You don't know that. So, can I get all of you to roll perception?
Oh,
Ooh,
law
a
of average.
nat 20. And you got a nat 1. Wow. Sucks for you.
I am too busy with breakfast food and alcohol.
Yeah, so all of you are kind of, just chillaxing and pretty much packing your stuff up, getting ready to go. Willamar, you're so distracted by your food. You're not aware of your surroundings.
Oh no.
Ithilden, you immediately kind of like you turn to go say something, and you see right pretty much in the bushes behind him a giant wolf head, and it just comes lunging out for him. You manage to grab Willamar and yank him out of the way.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
And another wolf shows up. A much larger wolf. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Look at Ithilden. Thank you.
I got you.
Yep.
Where's
So
initiative?
what you're going to do is go onto Roll20, click your token, make sure you click your picture, and then go into
Oh, yeah.
D&D Beyond and click on initiative. Yep. Alrighty. Hello, cat. Alright, it didn't do that, but I'll set it up. Add, and you had a 13.
Okay, not very good, I guess.
It's better than a 1. You always want to at least try and get a high number in initiative so you can go first in a fight. Because you never know. Alright, so the top of the turn order, it is Vasile.
go. I'm thinking this. I'm thinking this might be Mama. I don't want to murder Mama. I feel so bad. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make the wolf's nose smell like a skunk's butt. In other words, it's gonna. I'm gonna have that skunk smell pop up on the wolf just to confuse the heck out of it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna do for my turn.
All right. Willamar?
I'm going to be looking back and forth between Ithilden and Vasile. We're not supposed to kill it, are we? What kind of armor are you guys wearing?
I'm just wearing that trench coat. I don't wear armor.
Okay, and Ithilden, I'm guessing you have some kind of leather armor on?
Yeah, it tells me light armor and leather.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something similar with prestidigitation. Probably gonna do something bright, like a flash of light or something. Try to scare the large wolf off. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Vasile. Add +2 to your AC.
Okay, that's awesome.
But yeah, I wanna see if I can't make like a bright flash of light, puff of smoke kind of thing to see if I can't try to scare the wolf off.
All right.
I want to support it somehow, but I don't know how.
When it's your turn, you can give a bardic inspiration. And so whenever it's somebody else's turn, they can use that bardic inspiration to add a 1d6 to their die roll.
Oh, okay. Where's inspiration?
Go to your features and traits, and then scroll down as it should say bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, I
Yep.
see it.
So whenever it's your turn, then you would do that.
Okay, thank you.
So you said, Willamar, that you are trying to startle it?
Yep, trying to startle it or see if I can't get it to not attack us.
Okay. Oh, I need this. I am going to roll a wisdom to see if it can understand it. All right, hold on. Why does that rolling at advantage? No, it is not advantage.
If I remember correctly, on Roll20, the default setting for NPCs has it just roll twice, so you could either do advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah, it automatically rolls it as an advantage. There we go. Hooray! Okay, I'm just gonna take the first roll that I did. I'm gonna take the 13, and it failed. It is not frightened, but it does take like a step back. It's kind of growling because it doesn't understand what you just did. All right, is that it for your turn?
That do be it.
All right, Ithilden.
Now I rolled the Bard inspiration.
No, you would just say like I'm giving somebody the bardic inspiration, and then you can just click on bardic inspiration. Is it? It is not showing it. How do you do
Who would
bardic
need it more at
inspiration?
this point?
It's not really who would need it more. You would kind of determine who you want to have it, but most of the time people would kind of give it to the person who's next in the turn order. because they would have a better chance of using it. But
There
you
is
don't have to do it that way.
That is Vasily or Vasily.
Yeah, he would be
Vaseline.
next.
Okay, yes. Then I'm giving the bardic inspiration to him.
And then you would just click on that.
Did that work? No.
Yes.
Oops. Yes, okay.
And so you would just click on your where it says Bardic Inspiration. It should have two little squares. Click on one of them so you know that you used it. And you get two per long rest.
Okay.
All right, so that was your bonus action. So what is going to be your action? You can attempt to attack it.
No.
You have spells.
Yeah, I'm reading them right now, but this situation should I could I do the blade ward, because if I trace the sigil in the air, we have a resistance in case the wolf attacks, or does it just count for me?
It just counts
Am
for
I
you.
the only one protected? Oh.
Yeah, just you.
Mm. I mean, I have unarmed strike, but I don't want to use that. I think we're more trying to confuse the mother and get rid of her without harming her. That's the.
Oh,
that's
and
the
you do
message that
have
I
your
got here.
dagger and your longsword.
Oh no. I will do the blade ward. I will do that.
Okay.
Oh no. I clicked at the wrong. Oh, do I have to click something with blade ward?
Yeah, just click on the word blade ward so it'll pop up in the chat so everybody knows like exactly what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you do that and you see Willamar, you see her kind of reaching up and kind of like tracing a sigil in the air. Obviously nothing happens, but you can see her kind of just writing. All right, and now it is the wolf's turn.
Oh gosh.
It is currently smelling skunk. It has been startled by the halfling, and it decides to take a charge for the guy in the white coat.
But I did no wrong.
Ooh.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, 23 hit.
That +2 is not going to do a whole lot
Oh
for
my
you.
God.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Wow. Yeah, so you guys see this wolf just kind of lunge for him, tackle him, and he does not get back up. Vasily, death save, please.
That's your butt.
Hooray. All right, Willamar.
Well, I was trying to be nice to the wolf. I am going to. Yep. I'm going to move right here, get next to Vasile. Don't have anything for a bonus action that I could do, but I am going to cast Cure Wounds.
What's hilarious is this is making me think of like when someone like dies on the operating table and they hit them with the paddles and they just come back to life. Because I literally went from no HP to max HP.
Yeah, what's your HP? What is it, 9?
Yeah, I'm 9 total.
Yeah.
All right, so you see, or you don't see anything. Willamar touches you, and you just kind of like take in that breath of life.
Oh my god.
Come on.
All right, Ithilden.
I wanted to cure wounds as well. That was my plan. I didn't know what to do.
You ruined
I
everything
mean,
here.
you could go after the wolf.
Oh God, no.
This makes me think of the Thanos meme. I'm sorry, little one.
Actually, before that, I wanted to cast Fairy Fire, just in case there are more wolves hiding in the bushes, just so we can be sure there's no one else. But since we are a bit busy getting attacked right now, maybe it's not the best time.
You can. Fairy Fire is a action, right? I don't know. I never use it.
Yep.
Yeah, Fairy Fire's an action and it's an area of effects. It's like a 20-foot radius or something.
If you do it, then you wouldn't be able to do anything else until your next turn.
Yeah, I want to do that because I have a feeling there's more to come. So I want to know if there's something else hiding in the bushes.
Alrighty. So
And,
you click on cast next to Fairy Fire. All right. So you cast Fairy Fire, and let's see this. Everything 60 feet around you will, if anything is in the area, it will ping. The only thing that has pinged is, hold on, I gotta make a save out of that, right? Any creature in the area is cast, outlined. Well, the wolf is already distracted. Literally,
you're also reading it wrong.
Huh?
It's a 60-foot range, but a 20-foot cube of effect.
20-foot cube. Okay, so then where are you going to cast it? Yeah, so you have from where you are, you can cast it up to 60 feet. And anywhere that you cast it, like if you cast it on the wolf, it'll cover up to 20 feet.
Can I move myself before casting it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will move here to the fire. I feel safe here. And then I would cast it from where I'm standing.
You want to cast it on yourself, so it would be... I don't have any of that stuff up, do I? I don't think I do. Nope. Alright, that's fine. So you're going to cast it, and it's going to mark all that.
I don't really get much from the bushes when I stand here.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand too close to the wolf.
You don't have to. I was gonna say that it has a 60-foot range, so that means that you can cast it up to 60 feet away from you, and then it has a 20-foot area of effect. So it's like
so if you move there,
grenade type.
If you move where you are, you cast it, like if you want to cast it here at 55 feet or 50 feet, then wherever you cast it, it's gonna do that 20-foot around it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right, so you want to cast it here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you cast it and nothing lights up.
Well, I tried.
The wolf.
Makes me think of, I did my best.
The wolf sees Ithilden wake back up. And then it looks at Willamar standing next to it. And it takes a step back.
I mean, I thought my name was Vasile, but it's a Thilden now. Okay.
Whatever. You freaking know what I mean. I will hit you.
Did you say you got me back up on my feet?
Well, I mean, all Cure Wounds can do is basically come on, but I'm basically telling you, like, come on, get back up on your feet. You're good. Come on, let's go.
Okay. So yeah, I could make attack of opportunity. Y'all are about to see the other side of Vasile.
Are you going to attack or no?
I can't attack him on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're going to allow me to cast from the ground.
Nothing says you can't cast from the ground.
Oh wait, and I don't have Warcaster, so I can't do a cantrip as a reaction. Dang it, never mind.
You don't have weapons to stab it with?
I mean, he does, but he didn't have any in his hand when this happened.
Oh, okay then.
Reaction. Yeah.
Willamar, are you going to take an attack of opportunity or no?
I mean, it would have been the same thing. The only thing I have in my hand is my shield and pick up my mace because I was using Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, okay. So, Vasile, your turn.
No. Okay, so Vasile's going to stand up, and the jovial experience or like appearance that he normally has is completely gone now, and it's like a mask has been dropped, and he just looks at this wolf and he goes, "All right, you get what you deserve," and then he's just going to put his hand out and poison spray.
Does it work? Oh.
All right, so that was let's see, a con save? I got this. I don't got this.
You don't get.
All right, so
But yeah.
I get hit with poison?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys just see this spray of poison just kind of come away from the from Vasile. Ugh. And it kind of hits the wolf in the face as it was backing up. And it's kind of like snapping at the air now. He's like, rah, 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 and just he looks distressed.
Oh my god, are you talking about like when a dog with the sprinklers?
Yeah.
Oh my god, awesome.
All right, Willamar.
That ends my turn. I can do.
Yep. I really was trying to be nice to the wolf, but I'm gonna take a step forward. I'm gonna take a swing at it with my mace. Where's the plus? Oh, I was putting in spells. Does a 10 hit?
Nope. 10 does not hit.
Okay, well,
Why does it say 11?
because I was putting in spells and doing the modifiers, and I forgot to uncheck the bless attack modifier. Well, after I put it in. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can do right now. So I've got my shield mace up and I'm ready.
All right, Ithilden.
I don't know what you can do.
You can attack it. You have weapons. You have a dagger. You have a long sword. You can punch it, kick it.
She doesn't
I
want to
will
be a
do-
murderer.
Yes, exactly. She's just a mom. This is my fault because I did the animal handling. Oh my god, this is all my fault. Um,
I mean, you don't have to
I
do
think-
anything. You could let them die. It's fine.
but somebody needs healing, right? I could do the cure wounds.
I don't think anybody
Nope.
needs healing.
We're all good.
Oh crap!
She
Yeah, I
really
did-
doesn't want to hit this wolf.
I'll do the unarmed strike.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes, it's going to be terrible, but let's do this.
Well, I'm saying you have a long sword. Like an unarmed strike is
Okay,
punching
okay.
it.
Yeah,
If you turn
but
the blade on the sword, you can do non-lethal damage. I know they don't have that in 5e, but it's like you're hitting it with a club instead of actually like trying to cut it in half.
oh, I can do that, like non-lethal stuff. Then I would do that.
If you still swing your sword at it, essentially it's like using the flat of the blade instead of the sharp edge. Then you can like smack it with the side of it.
Yeah, so go to your actions and you should have dagger and longsword.
Yep, I just clicked longsword.
Yeah, click on the where it says the +2.
Um,
Oh yeah, an 8 definitely does not hit.
oh, okay.
Oh. And whenever you're going to attack, make sure that you move your token up so we know like exactly where you're standing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, so you guys just see her kind of running up with her long sword ready, and she kind of just swings. And this thing is already just kind of distressed because it just got, sprayed in the face. And so it kind of like ducks his head. It ducks his head without thinking, and the blade just kind of goes like right over it. All right, it is the wolf's turn.
The level 1 struggle.
The wolf is kind of getting his bearings again. And you just see it like kind of slowly opening its eyes, squinting, trying to get a good look at everybody. And it sees all 3 of you standing next to it now. And it takes another step back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to kill it because I don't really want to kill it, but I am going to try to knock it out. So I am going to swing my mace at it again.
Okay.
As a react. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
8 bludgeoning.
Yep, you swing and knock it on the head, and this thing just kind of falls unconscious. Like, you see it breathing, it's fine. You just kind of hit it hard enough to make it pass out.
And I'm just going to turn to the other 2. So now what do we do with it?
Oh, Fasila still looks pissed. He's like, put it on a spit and roast it.
Still alive though, right?
Yeah, it's still alive.
Well, then Ithilden would just suggest to move on, to just leave. You still need to save someone.
Yes, that. And you see Vasila, his face is he's trying to get his emotions back under control. and he's just like, should we leave the pup? Is that her pup? Does this look like
If you're
uh
gonna ask an anatomy question, go and physically check it.
yeah. I'm going to take my quarterstaff and push it over to see if there are, if it
Bits
has
or no
teeth,
bits.
bits or no bits, but no, see if it has swollen teeth, like it's been feeding pups.
It does not.
Does it have man bits?
Yes.
I whack it really hard in the man. How dare it almost kill me. But no, for real, what about the pup? Does the pup look interested in this other wolf at all or no?
No.
Oh, I was just assuming.
Straight assuming.
And I would take it with me.
Okay. Well, yeah, in that case, I guess we should leave. And
I am all right with that.
All right, so all of you pack up everything. The wolf is left unconscious in the dirt. And eventually, you guys do make it to the next town.
I'm gonna press vegetation and all the blood off my clothes.
So, you guys make it to the next town. And very much like your town, it is busy. You know, you can't really tell left from right, up from down, because there's just people walking around, people bumping into you. It's a lot more chaotic here than it is in your original town. I need all of you to roll me a perception, please.
I'm still thinking about that wolf from this morning. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, so Willamar and Ithilden, you guys are really trying to look around and find this wizard's place. You're not entirely sure where it's at because Lord Constantine did not tell you exactly where it was. But as you guys are kind of looking around and scoping out the place, you do see somebody running in your direction, and this person crashes into Vasile, knocking him over. And he looks relatively young, and he's like, oh, I am so sorry, sir. And he's kind of like standing up, and he quickly hoists you up to your feet, Vasile, and he's like brushing you off real quick, and then he looks behind his shoulder, and he was like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And he just keeps running down, like not in the direction that you came, but like in the opposite direction, pretty much
What a
the direction that
little
you're going.
man.
And I would say about maybe 2 or 3 minutes later, you see a group of what look like guards running after him. And they stop and look at the three of you because you guys are pretty much like the only ones that are actually standing around. And they're like, have you seen a young man? He looks over at Vasile, and he's like, he's about your height. He has long brown hair and a scar on his face. Have you seen him?
Was that the guy who just went by and ran into me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, in that case, I'll be like, yeah, he ran into me. He went in that direction.
And they nod and they're like, thank you, sir. And then they just start running in the direction that you pointed. All right, so where are you guys going now?
What? Vasile, I just have a feeling. Check your pockets.
Okay, I'm gonna check my pockets.
Roll me investigation.
Oh, has he been robbed?
I'm thinking he might have been robbed.
You notice that the specific vial that you had carried is missing.
I'll fucking kill him. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, the vial's missing, and I'm gonna take off in that direction.
I'll follow him as fast as my little feet can carry me.
Time to grow some wings.
Oh my god,
Enough level.
just think a halfling ASMR.
Or a half some more.
Yes. I could just imagine it. It would be like hilarious. But yeah, so you are now running after the guards who are running after this person. People are kind of looking at you, Vasile, like, why is this person chasing the guards? And you kind of get stopped. Like a man with a cart kind of comes by, and I need you to roll me a dexterity save, please. You manage, like, as he kind of pulls out his cart, you manage to kind of skirt around, like you just kind of like spin around the cart, and the man is kind of yelling at you, and he's like, you better watch where you're going. And as soon as he says that as soon as he says that, you see, like, for no reason at all, his whole cart just flips over. And he just starts screaming. He's like, my cabbages! And then, you know, you're still going. You're chasing after them. Ithilden, have you run after Vasile?
Yes, I ran after them too.
Okay. Yeah, so while all that's happening, you see Vasile kind of dodge this cart. You see the cart tip over. You manage to kind of run, and like, you pretty much use the cart as almost like a springboard, and like you leap over the cart, and you're still chasing after him. Willamar, you're kind of running, but because you're so short, you kind of just like skirt around him. And
yeah, I'm
then
getting
yeah, so the guards, you see the guards have stopped. They're at the edge of town. And they're just like, damn it all. And they look over and they see the three of you again. And they're like, can we help you?
Yeah, it seems that guy stole something from us, and we're trying to follow him too. Did you catch him? Have you seen him? Where did he go?
And one of the guards just kind of like throws his hands up, and he's like, well, obviously we didn't catch him.
Well, where did he go? I'm going to take some of my wine, and I'm going to start drinking a little bit and offer some to the guards.
The guards do not accept the wine. And
Oh, okay.
one of them kind of just gestures like in the only direction that is there, and it's pretty much like into the woods. And he's like, he obviously
I
went
don't
that
care.
way.
I don't care. I'm still following.
Oh, okay. Well, then you just Forrest Gump sprint right past everybody.
And you hear the entire time he's running 100 GP, 100 GP, 100 GP.
Yeah, so, you know, you guys, well, you, Vasile, you get to the edge of the woods. And I need you to roll me a perception at disadvantage, please.
Aw, that's sad.
That's sad. Yeah, you notice nothing. You are just so focused on running after this guy and heading in the direction that you know he went. Ithilden and Willamar, can I get you guys to roll a perception as well? Just normal.
Come on, Ithilden, pull through. Yes!
Yes.
Ithilden, you notice that the man, you notice like his tracks and like the small dust that he kicked up when he was running. The wind has carried it in a straight path, but you do notice that it kind of veers off a little, like to the right, just past the tree line.
Then she would follow that way.
All right, so
She sees something and she's going, I'm
I say
following her.
Willamar, you would notice that Ithilden has veered off the path.
I'm following her. Can I check to see if I can, like, maybe find the direction that he's going? Kind of like either check, looking for the tracks, trying to follow the whatever tracks or anything he might have left behind.
Yes, roll me survival.
23.
Awesome. Yeah, you can kind of make out a couple like broken sticks and stuff, and there's not really many footprints in the area, but you can just kind of tell like the pathway that this person may have taken due to the way that the foliage was kind of crushed. I need both of you to roll me investigation. JR, what are you doing? Are you still
I was
running?
actually just about to ask, where is Vasily?
Vasily would still be running like an idiot unless someone said something.
Well, that's kind of why I was asking.
Like all of you were kind of running together, like almost at the same pace. So it would have been Vasile first, and then Ithilden, and then Willamar.
I'm still running. Do I need to make a perception to see if I notice that they're still behind me or not?
You said you were hyper focused on the guy.
Yeah, I'm hyper focused on that 100 gold I'm about to be missing out on.
Then yeah, roll me perception at disadvantage.
If we veer off of the path and I see that he's still running down the path, can I call out to him?
Of course.
Where are you going?
Do I still have to roll at disadvantage?
Yeah. By the way, JR, all you have to do for Roll20 is right click on whatever you're going to do, like the number, and it should say roll at advantage or disadvantage, or just basic roll.
I'm glad you explained that.
Oh, now I get it too.
But make sure whenever you do that, I think that it'll, hold on, let me see, because I think what it does is it keeps it at that. No. Okay. Yeah. So all you have to do is just right click it, and then just click on disadvantage, and it'll roll at disadvantage, and then it should automatically go straight back to a basic roll. Alrighty. So. Okay. You hear him call you, Vasile. You do kind of stop in your tracks and turn around, and you see them. Like you're a good distance away. You're say about 40-50 feet away from them. And you do see them kind of turning off into the woods. Like you guys are already in the woods, but they're just turning off, like from the main road. You gonna follow them?
Oh, okay. Yeah, as soon as I realize they're doing that, I'm just going to turn around and run back.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Alrighty, so Vasile, no, not Vasile. Willamar and Nithilden, I need you guys to roll me investigation again.
No, my luck has run out again.
Mm-hmm. Ithilden, you notice just a ways ahead, it looks like almost like a treehouse. But you're not entirely sure because it looks like it's kind of blended in with everything else.
I'm definitely going to head over there. And I'm going to check it out. Can I also use detect magic, because I would like to know if there are any traps or anything dangerous?
Yes, you may. Alright, so you cast Detect Magic. You do sense magic around the tree. And there's no... I would say, like, there's no particular school of magic, so you're not sure if it's transmutation or illusion or anything. It just feels like just an amalgamation of everything. You can kind of assume that this is probably the wizard's place.
Okay. Question is if it's safe to approach, but yeah, I would. Yeah, Hilden definitely goes to check the place out.
All right, so you head up to the pretty much the base of the tree, and it looks like a door had been carved like into the tree itself. Are you gonna knock, or you just gonna walk in?
I'm going to knock. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to knock.
You start knocking, and you can see like pretty much like a peephole, like just a hole opens up, and you see a pair of eyes, and it's kind of like it looks like up and down, like it's trying to get a look of your face, and then the hole kind of disappears, and then it opens up again. And he's like, "State your business." It sounds like the man from earlier.
The one we've been running after.
Yes.
You know what's funny is when you were like, state your business, it made me think of Monty Python.
Yeah, she would tell him that he should give her friend's belongings back, because she knows it was him and she doesn't want any trouble, but they need their things back.
You trying to persuade him, intimidate him?
persuasion. Shall I roll that?
Yes, please. Oh, that's a
Dang.
21. Yeah, so you tell him, that he needs to give the belongings back.
Yeah.
And he's like, and the hole disappears again. And then you hear a bunch of what sounds like locks unlocking. And then the door opens. And he's kind of poking his head and he's looking around. He's like, the guards haven't followed you, right?
No, they have not. They were to it couldn't be bothered, like they remained in the village, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would tell him it's fine, the gods didn't follow us.
And he's like, all right, come inside. And so he steps aside and opens the door further for you guys to come in.
It's a trap.
I walk in.
Yeah, Vasily's gonna walk in, and he's just gonna be kind of glaring at him with his hand out. He hasn't even realized this might be the wizard. He doesn't care about that. He's just like, vile.
And you see the guy kind of like pat himself down, and then he pulls out a small black vial and he hands it to you. He's like, sorry, you were easy to pickpocket. And then he just like closes the door behind you and starts like rummaging through some things. You guys can see that this room itself is very disorganized. Everything here it's very natural. Like, it's not like a table made of wood. It looks like he took a tree trunk and just kind of plopped it in the center of the room. And the stairs, they look like they were woven from like vines. And you see the guy kind of walking around now, and he's like holding his hand up. You see like a vine reaching down and giving him like a potion bottle, and he starts mixing some things together, and he's like, okay, well, you got what you needed, so go.
Is it the same vial that he did take? That he gave back?
From what you would be aware of, yes.
Okay. Is it full or is it empty?
You're not sure. You never checked what was inside.
No, you said it had a black liquid in it. You said it had a black liquid in it whenever you gave it to us the first time.
A black vial, yeah.
I'm gonna look at Vasily. Well, is it full?
I'm gonna open it and look in.
You can't see inside, but the weight of it does feel like it's full. As soon as you open it, the smell of like iron hits you.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it back up and be like, I mean, I think this is right. It feels like it has the same weight.
The guy
Also,
just
I see
kind
this
of.
guy. Oh,
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, like, the guy's just, he kind of stops what he's doing and he looks at all three of you again. He's like, do you all have a problem with common? I said leave.
and he's the first gonna look at him mixing potions and stuff, and he goes, "Are you the town wizard?"
The guy just kind of starts like, are you the town wizard? Me. And he looks very annoyed. And he's like, no, do I look like I'm the town wizard? I'm not old enough to be him.
Don't hate me. I forgot the count's name.
Huh? The Lord? Oh, his Constantine.
Lord Constantine. I'm like, have you by any chance been in contact with Lord Constantine?
You say that, and all three of you can see this guy, like his back just go rigid. And he's like, Lord Constantine, yes, we spoke to him roughly a week ago. He was supposed to be delivering something to us.
Strangely enough, this is a delivery. If he's gonna hold up the vial.
Hi, for the delivery guys, for people.
Great, a sneak thief of a wizard.
And his expression just kind of hardens a little bit. And he's like, well, why didn't you just say so? And he snatches the vial out of your hand. And he goes to like another table and starts like pulling out a couple like alchemical supplies. And you see him open up this vial. And he takes out what looks like a little glass syringe. Or not a syringe, like a dropper. He takes like a little glass dropper out and he takes out like a couple, like something from inside the vial, and he puts it in a little tray. And you guys immediately can tell that this is blood. And he,
By the way, were you thinking of pipette?
yeah, it's a dropper. It's the same thing. But yeah, so or actually no, let me get a medicine check from all three of you.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Perfect time.
Ithilden, you're not entirely sure just because of your noble upbringing. But Willamar and Vasily, you guys are able to tell that this blood is still wet. It is still runny. And you guys have seen enough, especially Vasily having been injured the way that he was. You guys know that blood coagulates very quickly. You can tell that this is blood.
Okay, that's very strange to me. That's suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
You need to make that one of your things on your stream.
I should.
I'm gonna note to myself that that's very strange, but I don't know if I would share that information because it's just like an observation. It's not something that he thinks is pertinent at the moment. Like maybe there's some sort of chemical that was added to make it not coagulate or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about potion making to really assume that what he's doing is either good or bad. So,
Okay. All right. So he, he's kind of looking at it, and you see him put the whole vial. Like he puts the stopper back on it, and then he pulls out a small chest and puts the vial inside the chest and closes it. And then he looks at all three of you and he's like, I regret to inform you that the wizard Cole is missing. It's like, but thanks for coming.
how long has he been missing?
A week.
Part of me is kind of sitting here thinking, going, wait, we never mentioned a wizard Cole. I just said we were looking for a wizard.
And he just kind of looks at you and he's like, look, you just asked for the wizard. And I told you that I obviously don't look old enough to be the wizard. It would make sense that there's probably only one other wizard in this town.
I'm insight checking. I don't trust this man.
Okay.
He's a charlatan.
You can tell that he's being genuine. Sarcastic, but genuine.
I still don't like dirty sneak thief. Dirty hobbitses.
Nasty little hobbitses.
Ghastly little hobbit.
Yeah, so I don't really know where to go from here because when was the last time anybody saw him? What was he doing?
Well, I saw him last. It was a week ago. And he was telling me that Lord Constantine was going to be delivering something. And we were supposed to use this specific item to make a cure for his wife, Soraya. But I woke up and he was gone. And then he kind of just takes the chest and puts it in your hands, Ithilden, and he was like, so you can take this back to your lord and tell him that we do not have the cure.
Oh. Do you have any idea where the wizard could be? I got 100 GP riding on this, man.
And he shakes his head and he's like, no, I just told you that he was gone in the middle of the night. I was asleep.
No clue, no nothing? You can see Vasily's actually getting really upset.
He's like, well, if you were going to try and sneak away from somebody in the middle of the night, would you wake up and tell them?
Vasily does that thing where he face palms and just his hand slides down. Because he's just thinking, he's having flashbacks with the wolf, almost dying because of the damn wolf. He's just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. He's like, maybe by telling him he'll still pay us. And then he's going to turn around and just walk out. And he's just going to go sit outside next to the tree and just be all mopey.
All right, so Venemelda and Willamar, what are you guys doing?
If he's gonna go outside, I'm just gonna, well, I guess the only thing we can do is go back because we don't have any clues either.
Yeah, I will follow him.
All right, so
She's surprised he's not drinking.
yeah, I'm surprised.
I haven't made it there yet.
Yeah, so you guys head back outside. And as soon as you guys go outside, the door shuts behind you and locks. What are you guys? You guys gonna talk to each other or just sit in silence?
I'm gonna sit and drink in silence. I'm just gonna,
JR, if you're
I'm gonna
talking,
hold
we
up.
can't hear you.
gonna hold up a cup and kind of gesture towards either one of them if they want any. Like, anybody?
Without question, Vasily takes it.
Hey.
And be like, I mean, so that means we failed our quest? And Vasily's gonna be like, this is the first quest I've ever had, and I failed it? He looks really upset, starts drinking.
Hilden doesn't want to give up. Like, she wants to figure out how to solve this. And she looks at her companions, and yeah, they're both drinking.
she's the positive one. They're being all like, "Oh, teenage yanks."
No, mine is just, I'm just kind of sitting there like, well, now what? I think it's like positive, neutral, and negative.
I'm trying to figure out if there's anything she can do, but she has to rest so she can use spells again.
I guess we could rest in the town and then. I guess we could spend the night here because I don't want to spend another night in the woods after last night and this
she
morning.
did that.
And the pup is still with us, right?
Yes, the pup is still with you.
Can I coax the pup over to me?
I mean, if you want, yeah.
I need pets and love and snuggles.
Roll me animal handling.
Please, Lord, be kind.
Roll at advantage because you did give it food. Yep, so you're kind of gesturing for it, and the pup sitting next to Ithilden and kind of like does a little head tilt and then just starts to like slowly move over towards you.
I hand it a piece of jerky and then I start petting it.
As soon as you do that, it's like just tearing into this jerky, and every time you touch it, it's just growling. But it's not attacking you. It's eating and growling.
That's okay. It's conditioning. It's conditioning. But yeah, I'm gonna say, well, I mean, at least we have the chest, we have the vial. We can at least bring it back to him and tell him that the wizard's not here. I don't know. Maybe he'll have some clue as to where the wizard went. Or maybe we could ask some of the people in town where the wizard might have gone. If we're going to be staying at an inn, I mean, that's yeah. So I mean, somebody, hopefully.
What if Ithilden goes into town and like if she entertains people because she has this performance thingy when she does that with one of her musical instruments, can she like make people talk to her about and give her clues about what the wizard is? Make friends or
Yeah, I mean, you would just be using like your charisma and persuasion and stuff like that to talk to them. Yeah. But yeah, so the three of you plus the pup will be heading back to the tavern. And that is actually where we're going to call it. So thank you guys for tuning in with us. And not sure if we're going to be streaming either next week or the week after that. But either way, catch you in the next video. Bye.